Kentucky in Bowling Green. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Kennesaw State Owls, facing a fellow Conference USA opponent, the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lyon. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Hilltoppers offense will get the first crack at it here. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against, candidly, an overmatched opponent. But, hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds today to have any shot.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Hilltoppers send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Oh, what a cut! He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. So Kennesaw State's offense will go to work for the first time. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of ballers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Looking downfield, it's Meadows. Buying some time. The throw. Got his man on the right. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Kennesaw State hopes to be wise here in the red zone. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Owls! A great catch and run for 6.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
Here's the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
The Hilltoppers line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Give to the back. Across the 25, he's got room. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try the run. Bulldozes his way through. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Meadows. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Huge play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Using his feet to buy time. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Got his man on the right. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Tight end now in motion. Handoff from the gun. Sweet cut there. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. And the Hilltoppers can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run it from the gun. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense is still in identity mode.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Gets rid of it. Finds his big tight end.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The give to the back. On the move is the 30. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Meadows. Dances away. He's going to take off. Gets the first himself. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Wide open on the right. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Snap in the shotgun. Rushes on him. Looking to get it in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. It's Lyle. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This should be the last play of the quarter. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Brings up second down.
At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him.
The quarterback is chased and sacked. A loss of 8 yards.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Running back searching for a hole. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. The Hilltoppers will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. At midfield, trying to turn it upfield. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Dropping back, it's Meadows. Makes the grab, it's Booker. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. They'll send the back in motion. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Bunch formation for these receivers. Hold and fire complete. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
Going to swing it on second down. Here's the pressure. He'll pull it down and run. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Right on the money. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Hilltoppers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later. See the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Hilltoppers decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. He makes the grab. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Meadows. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He's got it along the sideline. Touchdown, Owls! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment beat. Dang, you talk about home field advantage? Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this first half as good as you possibly can.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the first half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yard.
Turning it on! And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Right down the boulevard. It's good. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the air, it's Meadows. The screen, and watch out. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at LT Smith Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Hilltoppers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They're going to open this drive with a pass. The throw to the outside is complete. What a cut. Now he's loose. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
A lot of smiles right now on this op.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Meadows. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. Finds his big tight end. Got some room to run. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Hand off from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. The give on the inside. Makes a man miss. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
grabbed behind the line. It's Jefferson. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Back to the ground with the running back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Fires one high and deep. Hits him in stride at the 10. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. Once he got some room, it was over. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The Hilltoppers will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Nestles it in at the 35. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Meadows. It's complete on the right side. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
Man, I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it first and 10. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. It's complete. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. From the gun, running back on the move. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. They'll ride the hot hand. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He leaves it with his back. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They give you 4 downs for a reason, and this offense decides to use every one of them.
Hey, if I had a back like that and I had this offensive line, man, I would do it too. I wouldn't even think twice about it. Roll the dice, give your guys an opportunity to go make a play, and they do.
We've reached the break. It's Kennesaw State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Back to pass, it's Meadows. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. And they take it in for 6 more points. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out the last time they had it, and at this point of the game, you just can't afford many of those. Wants to go up top on 1st down. With the catch, it's Lyle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Bringing the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
You got to love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the 4th quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
And the Hilltoppers will send out the punt unit. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Rides to the back. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Dances away to buy time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 2nd and goal for the offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start of offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Toledo is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 4 over UConn. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Gets rid of it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun. Give on the inside. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. How big can this be for this offense, taking advantage of the turnover and starting with the 1st and goal? Might be changing the route. Looking to throw. Under fire. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Hilltopper offense comes onto the field again. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunity.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. So now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the back. To the air on 2nd down. Pressure coming. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
This offense has it with really good field position. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. There he goes. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15, a 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Give to the running back. Jukes his way for more. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to pass. Moving out of the pocket. Headed to the end zone. Goes out of bounds, but they'll be set up with a 1st and goal. And they don't have to go for a touchdown here with this little time left and with the lead, but they might anyway.
Let's go! Let's go!
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes the Western Kentucky offense back onto the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish. Now they have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Hilltoppers will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. On the ground, it's Beebe. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meet face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.